All right, guys, fire away.
Dave, you talked about wanting to play at Madison Square Garden with the team. Have you been to the arena?
Yeah, I've been in it and been around it, but never played in it. So. And I think that's, I mean, every time you get an opportunity to do something that's maybe a little bit different, a little bit new, that I think the greatest thing to do is really look forward to the opportunity and try and take advantage of it. And I talked to a lot of guys about playing in there, and the teams that seem to play in there a lot seem to be the most comfortable, play the best. And it's an interesting setting, and so we'll get in there on Tuesday afternoon. We don't get to practice in there on Monday, so we'll have to shoot around on Tuesday and then play Tuesday night. So.
Dave, what have you guys' practices been like since you come back from Mississippi? They've been pretty spirited.
Actually, we've kind of dialed back a little bit. I thought that the turnaround was really, tough on these guys as far as a Monday game, and then the trip to Mississippi and get it back. And today's practice was really good. I mean, it was really spirited, and our preparation is good. It's a game plan that we don't have to start from the beginning at. There are a lot of changes that we have made in our game plan for Baylor from the first time that we played them. But I thought our guys really got after it today. It was a really good practice.
Do you expect to have Josh available to play? Or?
He didn't practice today, and he's running around pretty good on the side. Ran some stairs today without a limp, so it's getting better, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Pierre Jackson's playing just incredibly right now, and
so
Corey Jefferson.
He's
up there now too. So they're playing in a good way right now.
Yeah, and I think that Scott's got to be really proud of his guys, because they were extremely disappointed, not being able to make the NCAA tournament, but they played 3 great games, and their numbers are just staggering in as far as the NIT games are concerned. And hopefully I do believe it'll be a much different game playing them on a neutral court than in Waco. And we played them really well for a short period of time, and somehow we have to try to duplicate that again and then extend that time frame over the course of the entire game. And it'll be tough. I mean, they're very talented, really long, very athletic, and Pierre Jackson is a guy right now that looks like he's trying to prove to the world that he's a much better player than people maybe give him credit for.
Dave, I know you want to give credit to players for the way they've played, but what do you and the staff take credit for as far as pushing the right buttons since you get back from Vegas? I know you guys were disappointed coming home like that.
Well, I believe that the most important thing when we came home was to make sure that these guys still had a real strong belief that their coaches thought that this was a good team. And I think we were really positive with the guys. We addressed some real issues, and the guys responded to that. But this is a real reflection of the character of these guys, the character of the leaders of this team, the character of the seniors. I mean, Brock and Craig and Brandon. When you take their 3 collective stories and their careers at BYU, it's tremendous. But then you break it down to their individual stories and how they made it here and what they've been through, and how they have responded to all kinds of adversity, and they've had great things that have happened to them, and how they've responded to the successes that they've had. I think it's an inspiration to anybody who would like to hear their story, because they're all 3 unique, all 3 different, but I think they've really put their stamp on our program, and especially this team.
You have any sense Brock would be dialed in like that when you
I'll tell you, we've been hoping for that. We had a scrimmage that Saturday before Selection Sunday. Okay, we've been home a week. We're practicing hard. We have a full-out referees the whole scrimmage, and Brock hit 6 straight threes in the second half of that scrimmage. And of course, as coaches, we get in the locker room afterwards, and were all mad at the guys who were not guarding Brock. We were all mad at the defense. And, you know, a couple of us just looked at it and said, hey, listen, if we can get Brock to shoot like that, it doesn't matter where we play or who we play, people are going to have a hard time beating us. And first half of the biggest game so far, he was there, and I think he hit 5 in a row, wasn't it? So we've seen that a lot from Brock, and I'm glad everybody else got to see it, because no one works harder, puts more time in than he does.